Hello YouTube, it is the end of another month, which means that today's video is a book of the month video. And for the month of September, I have been reading How to Be a Boss by Lilly Singh. If you're new here, hello, my name is Tori Cyclic. I make new videos every Sunday for Cyclic Sunday with other videos throughout the week. If you like what you see, like this video down below and subscribe while you're down there as well. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram in the description at tss6295. Now let's get into the video. With How to Be a Boss by Lilly Singh, I'm going back into the realm of nonfiction books, and this one is more of like a self-help kind of like guidebook. The subtitle for the book is A Guide to Conquering Life, so that's what a lot of this book is all about. I'm a very big fan of Lilly Singh on YouTube. I have been for the past year. I kind of knew about who she was, but I didn't really watch her videos until this past year, and then I decided to start watching her videos. I started with her vlog channel and then found her main channel from that. Obviously I knew her as Superwoman, but I didn't really watch her videos much before that, and I really liked her mantra of hustling harder and putting in all the work throughout the day and making yourself a to-do list and conquering that. So obviously I heard about Lily's book from watching her videos and discovered how much I really like her personal voice and the way that she talks, and you can hear a lot of that throughout the book. It's basically like you're reading one of her vlogs, and I really appreciate that because it feels very real and it doesn't feel like she's trying to sugarcoat anything, just like a lot of the other like autobiographies are that I read throughout this year. On the main cover here, you've just got Lily looking like a total badass boss, and it just immediately invited me into wanting to read the book. I've seen pictures of the book before and I've always been intrigued by it because you just like, you're getting a powerful woman on the cover of the book. So like, you know there's gonna be powerful stuff in here. It's gonna make you feel empowered, especially as a woman myself. I'm like, yeah, seeing someone looking like this, owning themselves and owning everything about what they want to be, like, look at that, look at that. How to be a boss, it's not boss like B-O-S-S, it's B-A-W-S-E, and she defines it here on the back of the book, which I'm going to read for you guys. Boss, noun, a person who exudes confidence, hustles relentlessly, reaches goals, gets hurt efficiently, and smiles genuinely because he or she has fought through it all and made it out the other side. Something I like about the book, the feel of the pages here, it's kind of similar to how Tyler Oakley's pages in his books didn't feel like normal paper pages. These feel more like a magazine, but again, it's just like a different aesthetic kind of thing that I really enjoy about the book. I'm glad that I decided to start reading How to Be a Boss after I became a fan of Lily on her channel, because there's a lot of things that I didn't really know about her before watching her channel, and reading her book is getting more insight into that kind of world. But also, there's a video game analogy that she makes on page 4, and that's how her vlogs are formatted now. That is like she's playing herself as a character in the video game of life, and I just feel like that kind of just ties really nicely together. Within the first chapter of the book, you get Lily's exact tone of how she talks. It's very fun and lighthearted, but it also feels like very empowering and like boss lady-like, but in like a really good way. You also kind of get the feeling that Lily wants to be like a big sister who's trying to help you out, and that's kind of the tone throughout the entire book, that she's telling you things that are her advice for life, but it's not like she's like coming from a parental point of view. She's coming from a point of view as somebody who's been through those experiences, and to me that kind of feels like a big sister kind of vibe. How to Be a Boss is one of the most visually interesting books that I think I've read this year, because in the way that it feels like a magazine to me, it's also kind of designed in that way. You get these pictures of Lily that are on each of the pages accompanying the first page of the chapter, so that's kind of like how magazines have photo spreads along with like the articles that go along with what they're talking about. And there's things like this where it points out specific important quotes that Lily's like trying to make it be like, this is a point that I'm trying to make throughout this chapter, but as it's also written here normally how the rest of the chapter is, which I really like. It's just very visually appealing to me as a reader. Chapter 8 of the book is called Send the GPS Deeper, and it's one of the more personal chapters I feel like throughout the book, because Lily gives very specific personal stories to connect to the points that she's trying to make. I'm going to read to you a little section of it that I boxed off because I think it's really important. In this chapter, Lily is talking about finding ways for you to understand yourself a little bit more, and saying that people have all different types of layers. When it comes to understanding our behavior and why we do the things we do, I believe each of us has a minimum of 3 layers. Surprise, you're a tiramisu. The top layer consists of how we explain ourselves and our actions to our people. This is the easiest layer of the tiramisu to digest because it's light and fluffy and makes the dessert look pretty. The middle layer consists of how we explain our actions to ourselves. This layer is a bit heavier and deeper, and oftentimes you can't see it from the outside because it's just below the whipped cream. Finally, we reach the bottom layer, which consists of the deeply rooted reasons we actually behave the way we do. This layer is the hardest to find because it's buried deep within your tiramisu, and so you have to push aside all the other layers to discover it. It doesn't always taste the best, and it definitely is not the prettiest, but it's the foundation of the entire dessert. Remember when I said I believe we all have a minimum of 3 layers? That's because oftentimes there is a deeper, hidden 4th layer that can only be discovered over time. As we grow older, experience new things, and are introduced to new ideas, layers start to melt away and a deeper understanding of ourselves is revealed. Lilly talks about very personal and deep subjects throughout the book, but she turns it on its head so it is told in a more fun and lighthearted way. And that's the way that Lilly is on her channel as well, but throughout the entire book, I feel like that helps to make this not bog you down with lots of self-help guidance. It makes it just feel like it's a friend talking to you and being like, hey, let me give you some advice. Let me tell you about something that I know happened to me and how I did and dealt with it and how I know it can help you. And there's so many pieces of advice that are throughout this book that I know I can apply to my entire life. Specifically on page 99, she talks about refueling your hustle and how you need to really take time for yourself and not overwork yourself with too many things, and find time to really just take a second and understand what you need personally before doing all these other things, because otherwise then you're gonna burn yourself out. When I was reading that section of the book, it made me think about why I say yes to so many things. Like, there's a reason why in my last year of college I had like 5 jobs while being a full-time student, because I was just like, I need to do this, 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 and this, but then I didn't take the time for myself to really like process what I was doing. And then it hit a point during my senior year where I was just like, I need to take a second and refuel and readjust and realign everything that I'm doing, and then figure out where I want to go from there. If you're looking for something that's gonna push you and kick you in the ass and be like, hey, pay attention, this is what you need to do to take control of things, read this book. Also, Lilly Singh is just fantastic. Go watch her channel. Her comedy videos are hilarious. Her vlog channel is also hilarious. It's also just very inspiring to watch her do all the crap that she does every single day. Like, half the time I'm like, how in the world does this woman do all of this stuff? And I sometimes just want to lie in bed all day. If you have read Lilly Singh's book, let me know in the comments down below and let me know what you thought of it. Also, leave some book recommendations in the comments down below as well. I'd love to know what you guys are reading and if you think I would enjoy them as well. I'm gonna leave information in the description to buy How to Be a Boss Online, as well as all of Lilly's internet things and social media type websites. Wow, I forgot how to talk. Thank you guys so much for watching. DFTBA, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.